Hello today. I want to continue with my story to know each other better, you to know me. I will know you through your comments. Um, and the last time I remained in the part where I said that I left home and I was very happy. Um, yes, but when I left home, it was after the master, so around 23. Yes. Um, that was after I already had two, two or three, I think three surgeries or two. I don't remember. I lose track. Um, I left home. I left in another city in Romania, not very known. Uh, at that time, I left um, with my boyfriend back then. Um, I had the next few years other um, three surgeries, I think, something like that. I don't know if you are aware about the book Dying to Be Me. I I like hiking, and at a certain point, I was going with a group um on hiking trips. In one of them, I met a psychotherapist, and I was very curious about um, a book that she would recommend to me. And she recommended first um, a book regarding illnesses and what you incorporate in yourself based to trauma or um, stresses, and after that those ones will show up as an illness sooner or later. Because I already had some surgeries before meeting her, and the first of them was scoliosis. I have some screws and metals inside of me. Um, it was like in most of the cases an unknown cause, and what made me think a lot um, after I read also the book recommended by her. Um, and she asked me, do you really think that those illnesses you had a surgery for really just came up? And I believe now that yes, all the stresses, all the pain uh, from my childhood got into those illnesses or surgeries. I could see my scoliosis as being a lack of support because I did not felt support. Uh, I did not felt that I can really rely on someone in my family. Um, and it was a drop off. of my spine in a very strange way. After my surgery, where when those screws and metals were added, I changed. I changed because, first of all, I could not be small anymore. And not only because I got 7 centimeters more from my surgery, but those roads and everything uh, forced me to stay straight, to not be able to bend, um, and this, and also with being forced to learn to walk again, because it was very strange at that time to not be able to walk. It's something we usually have. We learn it at year one, and we don't really think about it. And it was strange to have to learn again. Um, this was like with everything in the past, with all that shy girl I was, seeing that from one day to the other I cannot walk. In me, it came the desire to live. It came with a fear of dying without living enough. Um, and not only this, and here I come again to that book, Dying to Be Me, where, yes, it's about illnesses that end in cancer. Um, and until you being you, uh, knowing who you are, accept that, and take over your life back again, and it will not stop the illness. Most of all, uh, this is the book about, and this is something I need to learn still. Because this is why I said that there were more surgeries. After scoliosis, it came up uh, that I have a tumor on my spine, which was once um, out, um, out, but not completely. I had a lot of pain on my leg. I was starting not to walk again because it was too painful. It was painful to sit. It was painful to do a lot of things. Um, and the other surgery, it was also because of my tumor, uh, a mistake that I was recommended to have the instrumentation put also on L4 in my lumbar part of the spine. That was a mistake, and I accepted it because I was in too much pain. I could not uh, think of rationality, to really think more of what can I do more. Um, for me, it was the only thought I had was to stop. that I want all this pain to stop, and it doesn't matter how. So I accepted that surgery. Um, Again, not only that I couldn't walk, this time it came with um, not being able to sit at all. It was even harder for me. 3 months, I think, or six weeks, something like that. I was not allowed at all to sit because if I would have sit, um, those that instrumentation could have changed in a different position, or um, something wrong would happen and not recover completely. But like everything in life, it passed. um, and I was said by the psychologist once that I say things uh, bad, laughing sometimes, because sometimes it's too painful and I prefer to walk, to run, to do whatever, just not to feel. Um, the next one, because nothing stopped. I got to the point, um, at that point I did not knew exactly that that tumor still exists. I got to the point that not only the painful um, leg was absolutely hurting my soul, um, but it was also the moment where the doctors started to avoid me. Um, that I've also been said that um, they would prefer not to help me with that because it was too risky to have a paralysis. It was on the location itself, too hard to get out, and I was risking to be paralyzed, and that pain to move also to the other leg, and never to be able to walk again. But I was lucky and I met a very good doctor who did not run from my situation and helped me with that surgery. That was great because uh, just by going into a surgery, sleeping uh, with a lot of pain in your leg, not being able to walk properly, um, to wake up after some hours with no pain at all, nothing. I was mesmerized. Um, nothing, but not quite nothing. Um, it was uh, me with my jokes sometimes. I was saying to the doctor that it's so great, I have no pain in my leg, but I'm dizzy. Yes, I was dizzy. Um, I was dizzy for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and it was something strange because I was so dizzy that I could not go to the toilet without my mother. Um, I could not stand, and at that point, um, it was discovered that I have a brain tumor. God knows from where, but it was. Um, and being in the same hospital and same location, My doctor spoke with another doctor, and I got the other surgery um, after some days. After some days, it was okay. That was in 2015. So it was a good surgery, but but I don't know. I have so many, but um, it was also. I'm not sure exactly how this is done in other countries. Maybe you can help me with that. But in Romania, I had it in my right side of my head, and my bone was kept for 6 months. So I was left without the bone, the cranial bone for 6 months, um, with uh, being recommended to take very much care not to hit my head on that side, because um, I could um, see my brain in a certain way. I had the skin, but I could see it pulping, um, and changing the dimensions due to the liquid. It was tough. Um, at that certain point, um, I was trying just to keep my optimism, and I was happy in a certain way, um, that I'm not alone, mostly. I was happy that I was having my boyfriend, um, and that I can rest as well. I did not work at that point. Stressed because I was not used to see myself without hair, because um, I had a longer hair than I have it now. Um, the doctor also said, um, "Young lady, I we will cut your beautiful hair, but you will be better." Yes, they shaved my hair, and I am good now. I have still the hair. um, After 6 months, they shaved me again, put my bone back, and since then, I don't have any major surgery. Yes, but I left home. I don't know if this matters. I think it does. Um, because I was in a lot of fear at home. I was in a lot of pain. Um, Never truly happy. I just wanted to stay outside the house. I never knew how to really be home, to feel good to stay home, because the association in my head was with something bad, where you feel pain, you are threatened. So I truly believe that those illnesses were generated by my pain, fears, um, stresses, and everything. What I, because it's something, yes, I still need to learn um, how to not take with me those feelings, or how to not keep them incorporated in me. Uh, because it happens also now at work, um, to have some reactions that are absolutely illogical. For a normal person, um, with less stress in his her childhood, are really not something that happen, because um, so my main studies are in accounting, and I decided to move towards IT. Um, but with this, because I moved in technical support, uh, the fears of my childhood just came in a context where my life was not threatened at all. Not at all. Still, those ones came. And I cried once, and I was hitting my table when I felt that exactly the things generated in me by my clients were exactly the same feelings I was having with my mother. What are we taking with us? A lot of shit sometimes. But it's not only unhappiness in my life. So, um, no, it's not. Because with all that, um, with all my problems, with everything, yes, after my last surgery, my boyfriend decided to dump me. Um, and because I did not have much more to do in Romania, not, or I didn't have too many people around me to really care that much to stay in Romania. I left alone in Budapest, in Hungary. Uh, it was a great decision for me. It was a moment to clear my head, to um, disconnect again, run. But at that point, I needed, and it was helpful for me to know other people, make friends, um, start knowing a different side of Europe than Romania. Um, it was hard for me to go alone, but I believe now when you do it once, the second, third, fourth, it's simple. Um, but I was missing Romania, so I came back. I went back, stayed for some more years. Um, I will come with another video regarding those years, um, another years of run. That's my very nice defensive system. to run. I try to give up and stop doing that. With all the surgeries, with everything, I kept living my life. Um, I was going hiking, uh, doing going in trips alone a lot of times. Um, so I don't regret anything until now when I moved to Zurich, Switzerland, and I enjoy it here. I like it here, but I will come another time with uh, different topics and Switzerland travel. Uh, I would like to have um, kind of a topic for every video, and what I learned from that experience, how I judged it, and give me subjects. And like um, a professor of mine from psychology, I like very much something he was telling at the end, which I will tell now. It's be nice, but not very nice until the next time. So enjoy.